The third play in our Singleback ace pair chief scheme is actually something that's geared toward custom playbook guys, because this play, tight end spot, can actually only be found along with the other plays in a custom playbook. Now, the reason I'm showing this play now is because we've already shown cover 2 beater, cover 3 beater, a little bit of a man beater, and now we're going to look at a cover 4 beater. And the way we beat cover 4 is by putting circle and R1 on streaks. Then we've got triangle and X both hitting the flat. This is going to roast cover 4 over to the sideline. And with all the other motions that we're doing, this is really the perfect setup. As you can see right here, he's sitting down waiting. We're just going to be able to beat cover 4 all day long. So we're just going to take a look at examples of X, 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 cover 4, cover 4, cover 4, so you can see the results. Now, I still have more plays to post, but I really figured that cover 4 is something that gives a lot of people trouble. So this is the setup that we're going to use to beat that. And now, again, you can beat cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, and man defense. So this setup not only allows us to beat cover 4, even though we have the dual streaks, which, takes away a little bit of what we can do. Here you see against man coverage, we can also hit the tight end. But we've also got the backside route. Now you saw in the setups that I posted, we can put him on a streak. That can be a high point pass. That can actually be your first read, right? So you're looking at the two safeties. If you want to recognize whether it's cover 4, etc., you really want to take a look at the safeties, because if one rolls over top, or just depending on how they react, that's going to determine what the coverage is. So we can high point to square as read number 1, then we can quickly go down to triangle, then hit X. Here, if we've got square on the in route, we probably want to look at R1 first, really, really quickly. And when I say really, really quickly, I mean really quickly for the high point pass. If it's not there, then go triangle, X, and then backside to square. If we put square on a flat route, which is really, really good because we've got everything over to the far right side, square can get open. As you see, it's just a one-on-one coverage. So if it ends up being some sort of backed off coverage like a cover 4, but they change the zone, or maybe they put the left screen linebacker in cross man, right? Because we got everyone on the right. So putting the left screen linebacker in a cross man is absolutely something that they can do. So we can hit square on the flat route because all he has is a deep blue to beat there. So these are all things that you want to consider. Then if they happen to cover X, then we've got square as that underneath backside route. Also, take a look right here. We motion block and take a look at the receiver on the far left. Conley picks up the guy. Now he's sending dual edge pressure, but this is very key because we're not going to be reading circle. We motion block. We've only got one route on the left, so we want to have everything heavy to the right side. We've got the pressure coming from the right side, but that's great because now there's one less in coverage. We can make that quick read. So don't forget to do some motion blocking like that every once in a while, because we are going to be motioning those receivers over a lot. You can do it in the run game, and of course, like here, you can do it in the pass game. And then we just hit the running back in the backfield really, really quick. So here, unfortunately, it is a D-line user. We could hit triangle really, really quick again and just pick up a bunch of yards, regardless of if they're using the defensive line or not. That doesn't matter. And again, here, just take a look at the backside. So he blitzes that one guy, mans up the left screen defensive back on square. Well, he's got to play catch-up. He does that because it might be an in route, but it's not an in route. It's a flat route. So now we just hit that, and it's easy. So it's all about staying one step ahead of your opponent, mixing up the things that you want to do. Don't always just do the same things. And like you see here, even just sometimes leaving the tight end on the dig route is something that we can do. And finally, like I said, if they protect against the tight end, we've got that backside square. As you see, he was racing over, delayed, but in order to cut underneath the tight end route, right? So he would have everything completely boxed. This is cover 4. He goes over, users X, the tight end, on the corner, undercuts. That's a pick, but we take the backside, and now we're golden.